Hey everyone, welcome back. My name's Dustinkreis, and we're going to do a Drinking with Dustin segment. I just got home from 3 days of work. I got the next 2 days off, just got out of the shower, got the wet shower hair going there, and I thought, hey, let's make a drink. Why not? So I went out and got some stuff before I came home, and I decided we were going to make a Sazerac. Kind of. I don't have the exact ingredients to make a proper Sazerac. We'll talk about that when I go through the ingredients. But it's a drink that I really kind of want to make. It's kind of like an old-fashioned with a hit of an anise-flavored spirit. In many cases, absinthe. But absinthe is a little pricey. And I thought, instead of getting absinthe, why not go, significantly cheaper and just get some Pernod. Or Pernod, however you want to pronounce it. And this is an anise-flavored liqueur. There's also something out there called herbsinthe, which I can't find it in my area, but it's also an acceptable. It's also an acceptable ingredient to use as well. I don't know how much people would use Pernod because, but it is anise-flavored, so it will do the trick. As far as your whiskey, I have Old Overholt here, which is my standby rye. I was trying to find the actual Sazerac rye whiskey, but apparently it's just a seasonal. So it only comes out in the fall. So can't get that. I have my trusty Angarista bitters here. Now technically I should be using Peychaud's orange bitters. I don't have those, and I can't find those in the store around me, so I'm going to order those online, which I do plan to do here sometime. You will need a tumbler filled with ice to kind of chill it down. You will need a mixing glass. You will need a sugar cube. Of course, you will need a shot glass to measure. You'll need a lemon, and you'll need a peeler, a muddler, and a stirring spoon. So, let's go ahead and get started here. We're going to drop our sugar cube down into our mixing glass. And we are going to add 3 dashes of bitters, or 4, however much you want. I love the taste and the smell of Angarista bitters, so that's what I go with. We're going to swirl that around a little bit. Maybe, since our ice is melted a little bit, we'll add a little bit of ice water down there to kind of make more of a, get the ice cube nice and, or ice cube, the sugar cube nice and soft. And then we're just going to muddle that down, mix it in with those bitters, and kind of create a little syrup down the bottom there. So typically right now, we are very much like the traditional old-fashioned. You're sitting here muddling sugar with bitters. I was talking to some of my friends on Facebook, YouTube friends on Facebook. I was talking about how I kind of feel like a mad scientist sometimes when I do these videos. So yeah, that's pretty good, nice and well mixed. Toss that down there in the bowl. Now, Old Overholt, as I have said, is a cheap rye whiskey, and I don't know if it's just my area, but I am having a very difficult time finding rye whiskey that's both good and affordable. Now, of course, I could buy the $40 a bottle rye whiskeys, but that's just a little too much. And I find Old Overholt to be pretty good compared to some of the other ones I've had. So now that we got our whiskey down in there, I'm going to take a couple ice cubes out of this glass and just drop them down in there and give this a good stir. Get that sugar and the ice and everything chilled down real nice. And I still see some sugar down there, but I think that'll be good right there. Why not? Now, this mixing glass of ice here. Get a little sip of water, why not? Basically, I've just been having that ice in there just to chill it down. I'm going to dump that out now. And what we're going to do is we're going to take our absinthe, herbsinthe, Peychaud's, any kind of anise-flavored spirit. I made this drink once with ouzo. if I'm saying that correctly. And while Uzu is just a little bit too sugary for my taste, yeah, it worked. Or at least it tastes, we'll see how it tastes compared to this. So this, you just kind of want to rinse the glass. And I watched a video on the making of this, and bartenders, you know, back in the old days, would throw the glass in the air, spinning it on its end like this, catch it, dump out the absinthe, and yell Sazerac. You know, that's kind of one of the rituals of making the drink. I am not going to do that sitting here on the floor. So you just give the glass a nice rinse. And now, most people would dump it out. Waste not. Whew! Ha! Waste not, want not. Alright, we got that good and stirred down. Going to kind of strain it with my hand here. You don't want the ice cubes in there. Now it's good and chilled. Strain it down into the glass. Now, point of contention. A lot of times with drinks, people will put their garnish into the drink. Okay? Now, I have read online that purists of this drink just want you to put the lemon peel, which is being cantankerous as it always is. They just want you to take it and, of course, squeeze it, twist it, get those oils in there, rub it along the side of the glass. Don't actually have it down in the drink itself. So, not going to do that. Bam! I love the smell of a freshly peeled lemon. And there you go. Now, you can leave the... If I would have gotten a better piece of lemon, a nice big twist of lemon, I would set it there on the side of the glass and have a really pretty decoration piece. But I didn't get a good I didn't get a good swipe there. So let's go ahead and give it a shot here. That is really good. Wow. It's really an interesting combination between the normal rye whiskey hit, and then it's like you taste it and you immediately get the whiskey and the bitters. And it tastes like an old-fashioned. And then as you're swallowing it, if you've ever had absinthe or any sort of anise-flavored beverage, it always has that sort of refreshing, like, whenever I do, think about that, I always think about peppermint patties, how after you're done eating a peppermint patty, your mouth feels very cool, and like when you breathe, it's very cold. You do get that sort of sensation with the anise-flavored in there. Now, probably when I make this, again, I made this sort of as traditional as I could make it, or at least as I think I can make it. I'll probably have some of the Pernod down in it. I like that more anisey hit with my version of a Sazerac, but I wanted to make this as close to the quote-unquote official way of making it as possible. That was really good. If you're a fan of whiskey and old fashions and things like that, definitely want to give the Sazerac a shot. Go online. There's tons of videos on YouTube on making this. It's one of those drinks that was kind of forgotten for a while and is kind of making a bit of a comeback. You can't go to every bar. You can't go to like Applebee's and order a Sazerac and expect them to make it. But if you're ever in a finer restaurant that has actually a good bar, they should know how to make you one. Just don't order one of these on a busy night, because you'll probably get some spit in there because you're making a very complex drink on a very busy night. But yeah, I definitely recommend trying this. I'm going to, sometime, I'm going to track down better ingredients. I'm going to track down a better rye. I'll probably get like a higher quality, sort of top shelf rye. I'll definitely get some absinthe itself. Hopefully I'll have my Peychaud bitters. And I'll probably do another video like this, where I make another one with the actual ingredients, and maybe not compare the flavors, because it'll be a very long time after making this one, but you'll get to see a sort of a different take on it. So anyway, that is it. A Drinking with Dustin video. There's going to be some stuff coming up here soon. Some good, some bad. But the bad is not permanently bad. It's just kind of a temporary bad. But we'll deal with that when it gets there. But until then, thank you guys so much for watching. Take care. I will see you next time.